and I thought I'd start up with something that to kind of commemorate the new year in a way. Okay, and I thought I'd mention some films that I figured just be mentioned, or films that maybe I'm interested in seeing, maybe you're interested in seeing, that will appear in 2010. And I'm going to try to do this as in order as I can, okay, because I'm going to look up on Wikipedia. Alright, first off, we got Legion, okay, set to come out January 22nd, and this actually looks like an awesome film. Like, I just found out about it today, and last night. I'm sorry, last night, and it just looks like an awesome. I thought maybe it was a remake of Exorcist 3, based off the Legion book by William Peter Blatty, but it's not. It's actually about the Archangel Michael coming down to Earth to save humanity from a new apocalypse, which now is going to be by all the archangels in heaven. And he comes in to save the woman who may be carrying the second coming of Jesus Christ. And, humanity's only hope. If you watch the trailer, it's just a kick-ass trailer. It definitely go see it. It's Paul Bettany, Lucas Black, Tyrese Gibson, Adriana Palicki, who I only know from the Mercy Reef, aka Aquaman pilot, and the season 3 finale of Smallville as the first Supergirl. That's really all I can remember her from. Charles S. Dutton, John Tenney, Kevin Durant, Willa Holland, Kate Walsh, and Dennis Quaid. So yeah, definitely go see this film. I know I will be. The poster looks awesome too, with an angel with a knife and a machine gun. That's there's gonna be a lot of churchgoers who are gonna be screaming at this film. Next up, we have The Wolfman. Okay, which obviously is a remake of the 1941 Lon Chaney Jr. classic, which I love that film. This one's being directed by Joe Johnston, and it's set to come out February 12th. Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's got Benicio del Toro as, obviously the Wolfman. Anthony Hopkins in his second role in a remake, his first being Bram Stoker's Dracula. Third. Bram Stoker's Dracula, and The Red Dragon. Red Dragon was also a remake of Manhunter. Emily Blunt, Geraldine Chaplin, which I didn't even know she was still alive, and Hugo Weaving, and it's being directed by Joe Johnston, who, as far as I know, has won the job of directing Captain America. So maybe that'll be fun as well. If they go with the way The Mummy was, I have a feeling it's gonna be a kick-ass freaking film. Because The Mummy and Mummy Returns, they were awesome remakes. I saw Mummy 3 once, and I wasn't too much into it. It's like, it kind of ran out of steam. It's not because of the actress playing Evie. She was actually good in the role. I did prefer the original actress, but it had nothing to do with her. It was just the way the film was, But yeah, I'm probably gonna go see it. I know I'm not really into remakes. I've made several rants about remakes, but there are some that kind of interested me. Like Friday the 13th and even Texas Chainsaw Massacre were decent enough remakes to make me say, you know what, that's fine. So hopefully this continues that good wave of remakes. The next up is another remake. Okay, and I'm actually interested in seeing this because Johnny Depp's never looked crazier, and yes, that's even over the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory portrayal, and it's Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. And if it's Tim Burton behind it, it's not going to be a kids' film when it comes to films like this. He's going to twist it into a way that's going to make it kind of stretchy with kids, and this is set to come out March 5th. It's got Mia Wasikowska, I think that's how you pronounce it. Obviously, I'm guessing she's playing Alice. Johnny Depp is playing the Mad Hatter, which if Christopher Nolan or David Goyer are listening, write the Mad Hatter into the new Batman script and get Johnny Depp. I mean, he's not gonna. I don't think he'll play good with the Riddler, but he already looks creepy as hell in this portrayal. Helena Bonham Carter, who was actually in the last few Harry Potter films, and she was in Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp, and Tim Burton. Anne Hathaway, Michael Sheen, Alan Rickman, Timothy Spall, Christopher Lee, and Michael Goff. I mean, look at that freaking list right there. That is a kick-ass list. So, I'm definitely gonna go see it. Looks awesome. I'm not even afraid to admit it. I enjoyed the Disney one. I enjoyed the two-part, mini movie from the 80s or 90s. So definitely go see that. That, like I said, is March 5th. Another film, which actually I just found out about, coming out April 16th, is Machete. It's going to be directed by Robert Rodriguez and starring, finally, Danny Trejo gets a starring role. But we also got Robert De Niro, Jessica Alba, Steven Seagal, Lindsay Lohan, Michelle Rodriguez, Cheech Marin, and Jeff Fahey. That is a kick-ass cast list. Even Lindsay Lohan, I know she's going through some shit right now, but the rest of the cast is just it just sounds like an awesome film. And this is supposed to be, from what I understand, a spin-off from a character he played in the Grindhouse films. Or Grindhouse film. I'm not even 100% sure because I haven't seen the Grindhouse film yet. Another film that I actually just am seeing right now, which I didn't even prepare for, Pirahna 3D, which I actually did hear about, but I just realized it's coming out April 16th as well, of 2010. Alexander AJ is directing. And it's going to star Jerry O'Connell, Jessica Zoll, Elizabeth Shue, Christopher Lloyd, Adam Scott, Dinah Meyer, and Richard Dreyfuss. That's something I might actually go see. The next film, which actually is another one that I'm just looking at right now, April 23rd, Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps. Anybody who's seen the original Wall Street film knows how good that film was, and wow, it's been how many years since the first one came out. And it's Oliver Stone's directing with Michael Douglas, Shia LaBeouf, Carey Mulligan, Frank Langella, Susan Sarandon, Josh Brolin, and Charlie Sheen. So it's not hopefully this is not going to bomb like Basic Instinct 2 did. I don't see Charlie Sheen or Michael Douglas coming back for a film like that. April 30th, and I'm not really scared to admit it. I know I'm probably gonna get shit from Efree or Matt, aka Sierra 12 Forever and Rambo Raff, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Not that I want to get rid of Robert Englund and he's too old and blah blah blah. But you know what? If a new set of films means a new actor playing the main role, we can't. Robert Englund's getting old, and not that I don't think he can still do the role. He can definitely still do the role, but he is getting old. Same thing with Doug Bradley. If they decide to reboot the Hellraiser series, he already said he wants to do it, but how much more can he do? Brad Dourif is the only one who probably could still reprise his role as Chucky because he only provides a voice. But this is gonna be directed by Samuel Bayer and starring Jackie Earle Haley, Rooney Mara, Thomas Dekker, and Kyle Garner. Kyle Garner played the Flash, or Kid Flash, or Impulse in Smallville. Thomas Dekker, we all know from Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. Jackie Earle Haley, which I just found out not too long ago, was the Tommy Kelly in the Bad News Bears trilogy. So that's kind of fun to find out. The trailer, what they did wrong with the trailer was they had him speak. They haven't done the ADR yet. I don't think that's how his voice is going to sound. But it looks like it's got this dark style that we all love. The next film is May 7th, Iron Man 2. And come on. Anybody who's seen the first Iron Man knows that this is going to be a kick-ass freaking film. I'm not a big comic book follower, mainly because I couldn't really afford it as a kid. But I'm getting into some comics, and you know what? Iron Man was an awesome freaking flick. Robert Downey Jr. has come out of his shithole that he was in for so long, and is just kicking ass. You know, he did Sherlock Holmes recently, which from what I heard was a really good film. And the first Iron Man was great. He had his cameo in The Incredible Hulk. You know, and you know, just I'm very looking forward to this. Jon Favreau is directing it. Once again, Downey Jr. is going to play in it. Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle is replacing Terrence Howard, Mickey Rourke, Sam Rockwell, and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. And this is all basically setting up for the Avengers movie in 2011, which I am really actually looking forward to.